Hi everybody, we continue with the business course, business class, business and spirituality, lecture number 2. So we're getting into the idea today of understanding first the difference between achieving and overcoming. And the idea is many people want to achieve things in their life, but not a lot of people want to overcome. Remember, your goal is your achievement. Let's say if you have $1 million goal or you want to have success in your relationship, that's your achievement. What you overcome is something to do with your personality, meaning your frequency. The universe will supply whatever you want. The universe will give you whatever you wish for. But the question, are you ready to change something about you so you can achieve that? Now, if you're not ready to change it, then I have to tell you, expect failure to happen. If you have no failure after you didn't overcome something, that's when you're going to repeat your mistake again and again and again, and you're not going to make the success that you expected to make. So I want to start with that as a very important thing. Make a list of your achievement. Make a list next to it what you're ready to overcome. Now, those of you who don't yet understand me, connect to me, achievement is your goal. So you make a list of all your goals. Let's say $1.7 million, a house in London and in LA, getting married, having children, having fun, trip to Thailand, and all the other things. Now, what are you ready to overcome? Your anger, your jealousy, that's more spiritual. Your patient, impatient, or laziness. So you need to overcome something to achieve that. And when we do that, then we connect to our desire. What does that mean? You have desire. Many people come to me and say to me, oh, I have a desire to make $10 million. I have a desire to get married. What do you do about it? Yes, that's the desire. Everybody can have a desire. You're born with the desire. You want to breathe. You want to eat. You want to take a shower. That's all desire. But what are you ready to overcome? To take a shower, you got to take your clothes. That's what you're overcoming. To eat, you got to walk to a restaurant. Or you got to pay with some money. You got to go through something to get your thing. Now, the one who make the most amount of money, the most amount of success, are the one who's dealing with their mindset to their achievement, to their goal. They always have the goal, numbers goal, love goal, children goal, something goal. Do not make your overcoming thing as your goal. Your overcoming is a tool, is not the goal. So you look at that as overcoming something to get the goal you want. I'll give you an example. Person in the stock market, not making good money lately, and in the same time he has a lot of fight with his wife. We talk. I said, what if you believe that overcoming the need to fight with your wife, the need to be right with your wife, will cause you to get you $40,000 a month just from the stock market, beside the $200,000 you make on the side? Are you open to hear that deal? I said, wow. How can I prove that there is a connection? I said, I can't prove it to you. But there is synchronicity between what you overcome to what you achieve. So if you cannot overcome the need to be right with your wife, if you cannot overcome the need to be right with your husband, if you cannot overcome the need to be important in the eyes of people, then you cannot achieve your goals. Your goals are depending on how much you overcome. When I meet people who are rich or make it wealthy, whatever you want to call it, in whatever area, spirituality or physicality, I ask them one thing. What did you overcome to get there? If the answer is nothing, I know that they cannot be happy with what they achieve. If you want to be happy with what you achieve in life, you have to overcome something. I hope that point is clear. Now, there is few areas that you need to achieve success in life, and it's all going together. Your love life, your business life, and your health. Those are the three things are the ultimate goal of every human being. Meaning, if you set up your mindset on success, let's say you only want to become a billionaire this lifetime, no problem. You have to make sure that the love and the health become something you overcome to achieve the goal, which is success. If your love is your goal, then you have to overcome things in the area of business and in the area of health. If your body is the goal, then you set up the body's goal, let's say losing weight, building six-pack, then love and success become the overcome. So you always set up one goal from the three, and the other two become what you need to overcome. Most people don't know that. Most people think, okay, I'm just going to set up the goal, $1 billion, and the overcome is whatever I do in business. They will make it, by the way, definitely. If you're obsessed with something, you're going to make it. Obsession actually makes people success. Also, obsession makes people sick or addictive. But obsession, if you think about obsession, guitar player, right? If you're obsessed with playing guitar, you're going to play guitar eventually. The only problem, you will be depressed while you're playing guitar because you never work on your love life or on the business life or on anything else besides the guitar. So obsession is a way to have success. But obsession, you're going to be successful, but you're not going to be fulfilled. Is that clear? I hope it's clear. Anyway. So you have to set up yourself in a way of putting yourself there with your goal and what you need to overcome. You make that, my friend, you're already there. You're already making it. You're already a star. You already walk into the room like unbelievable. Your energy is it's so perfect for you. And that's what it's all about, okay? Now, what will be the area, once you get this part done, what will be the area that you're supposed to meet as you overcome that? I shouldn't say overcome, but as you start to understand the formula I just shared with you. The next thing is you got to find out your insecurity and your uncertainty. You have to make two types of lists. Insecurity is what has to do with you. Uncertainty is what has to do with the universe. Example, okay? Let's say I'm speaking English now. I'm born in Israel. So when I moved to America in 1990, and I started giving public lectures to a lot of people. One of my first classes was in New York City. Can you imagine? Crowd, tough crowd. English is not my first language, and I have to teach in English. And what I had to teach is what I was good at in Israel and what I was good at globally. It's called how to read people in 5 minutes, meaning I give you tools how to know people in 5 minutes, who they are, what they're all about. That's another class by itself. So I was insecure because of my vocabulary, because of my English. And I had uncertainty about what's going to happen. So uncertainty is about your surrounding, what's going to happen, what are you going to meet. Insecurity is what you feel inside. You need those two things as a way to achieve success. Why? Because those are the two major things to overcome to achieve your success in this wonderful life that you have. Now, I want you to look into your life. And I want you to start asking yourself, what are you afraid of? What is your insecurity? Make a list. No problem. You have it? Good. Uncertainty. What are you afraid that might happen? Nothing to do with you. Like in the universe, toward you. Is it mean you're going to try to sell something and nobody listen to you? Are you trying to give a speech and nobody will understand you? What is your nightmare as you go out there? I remember one of the very first class, after I gave that first lecture in New York, I gave another class, another spiritual class. It was about astrology. And the astrology was a tough lesson to teach. And as a public speaker, I'm going there and I'm teaching. I was replacing another speaker, a top speaker. I'm just replacing him because he lost his voice. So now I'm trying to impress the crowd. I'm trying to give the best lecture. And the people are sitting there. And I'm start talking about the sign of Taurus. And I'm asking, who is the sign of Taurus in this room? And one lady in the front raised her hand and said, me. All right. So I tried to say, well, Taurus have that issue that they need to change. And she started crying. And she started crying. And I said, well, my God, I'm doing a terrible job. Let me shift it. And I start talking now about how great Taurus is. Taurus are the best and now the best and now unbelievable. She kept crying and I don't know what to do. I'm trying to please the customer. In the end of that 1 hour, we take a break. I'm going to her and say, I'm so sorry if I hurt you in the beginning about Taurus. She said, no, you didn't hurt me. I said, so why are you crying? She said, well, my boyfriend just broke with me and I'm crying over that. So my insecurity that I'm not able to please people, or my English will not be clear enough for people, or the people will not like me, that's the uncertainty. All those things build up into a situation when I have a person who's crying. Now, what I did brave, what I overcome at that moment, I went from here to her and asked her what's going on. So you have to overcome something. What do we call that overcoming? one reason for failure, the number one reason why people not making it in this life with their business is because of one single thing: fear. Fear, my friend, the mother of all evil. Everything starts from fear. War begins with fear. Killing starts from fear. Stealing comes from fear. Everything comes from fear. But also not making it in the area of relationship, not making it in the area of business, not making it in the area of your health. Fear, fear, and more fear. If you look at the advertising lately on TV, 80% of the advertising is based on different things that they try to sell you, some pills, so that they will make you healthy, or they try to apply it into a point that you might be sick with some cancer, and we are here to save you. You know what I'm talking about. But it's all about fear. The insurance company, they have to sell you insurance that might happen to you. All day long, get fear-based. The church, the synagogue, the rabbi, the speaker, fear, 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 fear. We must, all of us, include myself, have to overcome the fear. Because the fear is what blocking me from achieving the success that I want to achieve. I did many changes in my life. Lately, before that, I'm a man of change. Those of you who know me for many years, you know, for the last 30 years, I'm traveling all over the world, teaching, speaking, helping, everything you can imagine. My goal is to overcome my own fear when I'm doing it. My goal is not just to teach. When I went to Hong Kong and I have to speak in front of Chinese, basically, I never spoke in front of Chinese. I don't know their culture. I don't know what it's all about. And Hong Kong are a little bit different. So it was a group of 40 Chinese. My joke was not funny. I say two people sitting on a bar and nobody even smiles. They don't even know what I'm saying. And I'm looking and say, whoa, that didn't bring the eyes. Let me try something else. In the end of this 4-hour speech I give there, we're sitting to eat together. My wife is next to me. She said, oh my God, that was an amazing class. I said, think so? Nobody even smiled. Nobody even laughing. I'm afraid I did a terrible job. I'm afraid, I said. Next to us was sitting a lady. She was as pure as Chinese can be, from Beijing. And another lady coming from another part of China. They said, oh my God, you're so funny. I say, am I funny? Thank you. Why didn't you smile? I said, well, it's not part of our culture to smile at that moment. It's okay. They know. Okay. Culture. Okay. Many times, your fear will hunt you in the middle of giving lecture, in the middle of giving some sales speech. You know, if you ever watched that show called Shark Tank, and you see people who are making it and people not making it. The one who making it is the one who's going there with no fear. They know they have something in their pocket. They know they have something in their hand, that it's a winner. Do you know that you have a winner in your hand, in your mind? If you don't, then why do you want the other person to believe in you? If you don't believe that what you have is the best thing you can have, then what are you trying to sell? What are you trying to do? Success in all area of life is basically mean overcoming one thing, overcoming fear. The gift that you're going to get, the reward you're going to get by overcoming your fear is that the universe supply whatever you want. You don't have to worry if the universe have enough money for you. You don't have to worry if the universe will take care of you. The universe is taking care of you. First thing in the morning, you just meditate and look at the universe and say, universe, I need money today. Universe, I need millions. Universe, I need a new home in London, new home in Israel, new home in Hong Kong, a new home in Los Angeles, new home in New York. Universe, I'm talking to you. Please supply the money, all those homes to me. Now, go back to the other list. What do I need to overcome, universe? Fear. Number one, fear. Fear. Remember, once you make a conscious decision to go on your own, fear will be there. You can listen to any public speaker you like, whatever it is, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Joel Austin, the minister, or any Zig Ziglar, Dr. Wayne Dyer, Deepak Chopra. All of the books are good. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. I tell people, ask me sometimes, what is the best book to read? I say, all of them is good. They're all good. The all speakers are good. Whoever talk about developing yourself and overcoming fear, they're good. They're good. Do you have to be addicted to it for the rest of your life? No. It's need to be as a boost. Me personally, I always tell my student, I say, listen to me, 10 hours maximum. After 10 hours, you got to stop. Because if you listen to me more than 10 hours of my lectures, of all my lectures, and you don't come and start working as a one-on-one with me, you are missing the whole point. Because now you're just listening. And you're going to listen for the rest of your life for the next 20 years. But I want you to make money. I want your love life to be good. I want you to be good. I want you to be happy. If you need to lose weight, I want you to lose weight. If that's what you want, I want you to achieve it. Listening to me will not help you. Take my lecture, take what I'm telling you, and go and apply it into your life. So go there, find what type of fear you have. And once you have that type of fear, that you know what it is, and you overcome it, miracles are happening. I'm going to share with you a story now. I remember, I tell the story to my friend in Argentina this week. I was in Uruguay, South America, tried to build new business. I don't speak Spanish. I had a team with me of 3 other people. And basically I didn't know how to start. The best way to start was knocking on doors. The only little problem we have, very little problem, I don't speak Spanish. I don't even understand Spanish. Everybody there do speak Spanish, and everybody understood Spanish, but we cannot communicate. So we have a problem here. In the same time, the product that I'm trying to sell is in a warehouse of somebody who's telling me, I'm going to put everything to the street if you don't come pick it up. I said, please, I need another week. I don't have the money to pay. That's what he said. I'm going door to door, my friend, at night. Dobermans are everywhere. Fear of overcoming the fear of animals and dogs. Fear of confronting people. Fear you're walking in the dark. Every fear possible at that night that I had to overcome, I had to overcome it. I ring the bell. There's 2 German shepherds running without their owner toward me. I look at the sky, I look at the star, and I say, wow, that's how it ends. Fighting with 2 dogs. And then I see a gentleman behind the dogs with the bottles, scotch, drinking, very drunk. And I try to say something in Spanish to look smart. And I said, no habla español, habla inglés, habla hebreo. And he, from being drunk, from fighting, habla hebreo. I say, hebreo, wow, that's my language. I said, what about those 2 creatures about to eat, to eat me? I said, don't worry, they are like sheep, they will not touch you. I said, to open the gate? I said, yes, I opened the gate. They were really nice to me, the dogs, big, this size. And I'm walking, I'm talking to him. He's telling me about it. He's getting to a divorce, and his wife just left him that night, and this is his birthday. Look how the universe is taking care of everything. We sit together 2 hours. Not only is buying the product that I'm selling, he's telling me, listen, I have one of the biggest warehouses in here in Uruguay and in Argentina. Whatever you need, I will take care of it for free until you have money to pay me. He took care of everything from A to Z. My dear friend, once you overcome some type of fear, the universe offers you whatever you want. Just say it, name it. It will be there for you. I'm begging you, I'm please telling you, overcome fears. Make the list of fears today. Once you listen to this video, list of your fears, list of your insecurity, list of your uncertainty, and start working on that. Overcome them. And overcome them mean what? First, the mind. In the mind, you have to understand that to overcome a fear, you have to go toward that fear and not to be afraid. But even if you be afraid, you still have to do it. So if I had a fear of public speaking and to talk in front of a crowd of 200 people, American from New York, and I'm Israeli, I got to go ahead and do it. It doesn't matter how to do it. If you're busy with how to do it, that's when the fear still control your mind. The matter is to do it and think later. If you think before how to overcome your fear and you do kind of meditation, you're already going to lose it. You got to stop doing the meditation and do that. Okay? One of the ceremonies that I do with people a lot of time is I'm taking them to do meditation in the snow or in ice water, to go inside ice water. It's the most beautiful thing to do. Now, the problem is it's cold. Your mind knows it's cold. Now you have 2 things to do. Either you're going with your feet, just touch the water slowly and then go slowly and go slowly. And while you're doing it, take you about 4 minutes until you're in. Or you just go in and think later. Now there is different type of personality. Some people go slowly and some people go for it. It's exactly like life. What do you want to do with your fear? You want to jump in and deal with it later, or you want to think about it and slowly deal with it? Whatever you do, that's your life. I'm not telling you what to do. It's your life. But remember, fear is very tricky. It will manipulate you until you're done with your life, until you die. So the fear, the way you deal with fear is you just do it, and later on the fear go away. The fear will not go away, by the way. The fear will not go away. It will be there. If I need to do public speaking, like right now, I'm doing it in front of a camera, I'm doing it in front of people, I'm doing it in front of everybody. But that things happen to me because I overcome something in my life. Are you ready to overcome whatever it takes, specifically your fear, to achieve the success that you're meant to have? If yes, you're ready. Another step. Step number 1 is being comfortable. People's goals in life is to be comfortable. Sitting on the best chair, if they have money, traveling with the private jet or first class. Discomfort bring fruit. Within the discomfort, there is fruit. I grew up as one boy, 3 sisters, in a Sephardic Jewish family. What does that mean? Sephardic Jewish family usually spoil the boy more than they spoil the girls. And especially when there is no other boy, there is only 3 sisters, I get more than my sister. My sister always have been jealous. The good news about it, life was good. Food was good, everything was good. It was just perfect life. It seemed like perfect life. The one little problem with that, I never grew. I was staying the same baby as I was when I was 5 years old. No growth. 16, 5 years old. Nothing happened. In age 17 and a few months, I told my mom that I'm going to go ahead and live in a village, in a farm in a way. And she said, "You're crazy. Your room will not even have a toilet." I said, "Yes, but they have a toilet for 10 people together, a shower for 10 people together, and I want to do that." And she said, "You're going to work with cows, you're going to work with the trees, I say, "I got to do that." I did that. I went and I overcome my fear of being uncomfortable. And I have to tell you, I didn't know how to do laundry. I didn't know how to wash the floor. I didn't know how to make my bed. I didn't know how to wash the dishes. I didn't know how to make my own food. Thank God I knew how to take a shower. My life slowly started to change. I started reading books, self-help book in the age of 17. I started reading all kind of idea about life. My mind became open to new idea, new music, new people, new friend. If you're not making change of from being comfortable to being uncomfortable, you're going down, man. You're really going down. Because the fear, again, going back to step number 1, the fear of people afraid to be uncomfortable is basically keeping them in the prison of being comfortable, and because of that, they can never grow. Being comfortable with money, being comfortable with the husband or wife who treating you like a king or queen, being comfortable with everything around you is being set, it stops the growth of your spiritual growth or business growth or love growth or any other growth. If you look at that swimmer, I think it's Michael Phelps, and I thought after he get his first gold medal, it's enough. He kept trying. I was not impressed that he get the first gold medal. Many people get it, but this guy just don't stop. Where does he get his power? He should be already comfortable. He achieved the goals of his life. He gets some gold medals, enough, Olympic. No, more. How do you have that desire to get more? Get yourself uncomfortable. Empty your pocket for your success. Empty your memory for what you achieved till now. And then all of a sudden you find yourself wanting more and being more uncomfortable. I teach in my life a few billionaires, and I never saw that some of them talking about being comfortable. Actually, they making fun, believe it or not, from people who are looking only to be comfortable. When they go to fancy restaurant, they always try to bargain with the waiters It's unbelievable. They have $500 million cash on them. They have $2 billion with them. Why would they bargain about the soup? Why would they bargain about the bread? Why would they bargain about the service? Why would they do that? It's beautiful. It's always to see what they can do more. They're not just sitting there and being comfortable. They are looking for more challenges and how to overcome those challenges. Being comfortable put you in a place of joining a group that's called the losers. The losers are always comfortable. Losers are always comfortable because there is nothing growth. You can sit on the beach in Bahamas and enjoy yourself while your stock market, your account, your whatever you want to call it, is going up. And you check it. So even if you're sitting on the beach, check your account, see what's going on. Resting is a nice thing, but there is time to rest and there is time to work. The time that you rest is usually after you die. Would you agree with that? You can take vacation, you can have a good time, but really, that's what we call it, rest in peace. You rest, that's it, rest in peace. But in life, if being comfortable is fun for you, something is off. And I'm not judging you, I'm just telling you, do not put as part of your goal success. People who are comfortable, not meant to achieve success. It's not their goal in life. They meant to achieve philosophical, intellectual conversation. Sitting on the stairs, have some group of people, eating some food, having some champagne, and talking about the meaning of life. While they're talking about the meaning of life, other people discover what's the meaning of life. Those people who discover what the meaning of life are not sitting on the stairs. They go, they're challenging themselves, they overcome things. Remember, if you have a dream, if you have something that you want to do with your life, and you're just thinking about it and sitting comfortable in the bed and just write it down, your dream, and you're not going for it, you're not overcoming your fear, you're not going and overcoming your comfort level, that dream that you're thinking about is going to be taken by somebody else who believe in themselves, somebody else who go into discomfort. Because there is two types of people. There are people who are waiting for opportunity and people who take the opportunity. Don't be one of those people waiting for the right time. There is never a right time. It will never be a right time. If God were waiting for the 6 days to create this world for the right time, we were still waiting. There's never a right time. You make it as the right time. And that's why you change it from discomfort to a comfort. You go for it and you shift it. You shift the gear. And that's really what it's all about. So if you want to achieve your business to become a more successful business, and I have so much experience with teaching so many people in my life, advising thousands of people. And I told to all of them the same thing. Are you looking to be comfortable? Or are you looking to be successful? And they all ask the same thing. Can I be successful and comfortable at the same time? You know the answer. It's impossible. Why? Because the real success coming from discomfort. I'm not saying you should suffer. I'm not saying if you have the money to pay for a first class ticket, you should sit in the back. I'm not saying that. Even that, it's not a bad therapy from time to time to sit in the back and see what's going on. Because a lot of time people build a company after 20 years of success, they're making their 20 million. They start forgetting what life is all about. They start going to the top level and they only meet the cream. And the people who respect you once you have that kind of money are not the real people. You also always want to go back down to see who you are and what you made from. And that's the sad part. When I meet people who are not achieve the ultimate success with money, meaning they make 20 million or 50 million, but they don't make 1 billion, they always get stuck in that level because they're so busy with remember that they had no money and now they have 50 million. It's sad because those are the same people who can make actually 50 billion or 5 billion, but they get stuck with their comfort level. They say, why do I need to work? I'm now 60 years old. I made $50 million. Why do I still need to continue? Simply because within the discomfort, and the overcoming of the discomfort, there is happiness. A true happiness is happening to a person who overcomes the discomfort. I hope that point is clear. I want to move to the next point. The third point is a point that we're all doing it. We're not always aware we're doing it, but we're actually doing it. It's called blaming people for not achieving what I want. I tell you what's wrong with blaming. When you blame people, what happened to you, you hold them responsible for your success. If you hold somebody responsible for your success, then your success depends on them. And I will share a story. It's not a lot to do with money, but maybe it can explain to us something. A gentleman in New York had a daughter that has some addiction problem. He called me. He knew that I'm coaching people all over the city, all over Manhattan. So I meet with him. I meet with the daughter. I start helping her to stop her addiction for 40 days. That was the first step. And after 40 days, we're talking. And she told me, listen, I have a problem. Maybe I overcome my addiction for 40 days, but I have a problem with my father. I said, what's the problem with your father? She said, my father is addicted to the same substance. So what? I called her father, I said, you hire me, and your daughter is saying that you're addicted to the same thing. He said, yes, what's the big deal? What's the connection? I said, everything is connection. You cannot ask for somebody to overcome something. You cannot overcome it yourself. I said, why? I said, because the frequency, the energy of the universe will not allow you to do that. It will just not work. So he said, well, I don't think I can change. I said, then I don't think I can help you. I can suggest your daughter will go to a rehab place and they can help her. The father was blaming the daughter with her addiction. The father forgot that these are the roots of the addiction. There's a difference between not blaming and taking responsibility. When you get into the not blaming thing, you can say, it's not my fault. Or you can say, it is my fault. Many times you see in a basketball game, somebody do the wrong pass, and they say, my bad. Just because you're saying it's my bad, it doesn't make things better. If a husband or wife cheating on each other, and the wife or the husband caught each other in action, can you imagine? Two people lying in bed, the wife or the husband coming. So what are you doing? And they say, oh, my bad. My bad is not taking responsibility. It's just blaming yourself. Blaming yourself. Blaming others. It's never going to solve anything for achieving the success you're looking for. You got to get into a place where you taking full responsibility for what happened to you. Meaning what? If a person is cheating or is addictive or is not making money, you have to say to yourself, say it. Say it is very important. It happened to me because I did this wrong or that wrong, or I didn't do this good enough. Two people in Boston happened bakery shop, same day, across from each other, in an area in Boston called Brookline. One made it, one didn't make it. I knew both of them at that time. I'm talking about many years ago. And I've started helping them how to think in the business. The one who didn't make it said, I did everything the same like the other guy. Same bagel, same thing, everything the same. Everything the same. Beautiful. One side is blue, the other one side is pink. That's only different. They didn't even know they're opening in the same day. They found out like 3 months before they opened. I started helping the gentleman that had a difficult time. Told him, is there is something beside blaming that he can do with the store. So, well, it's my family, it's the money, it's the location. I said, no. Let's take responsibility. What is that you are not doing or doing not good enough that can be changed so the business will change? It took me some time. We sat together and again and again and again. And slowly, he realized that he wants things just to work out because he put the effort for the baking, for the cooking, for everything to look nice. But the one thing he was not taking responsibility for, he couldn't be friendly with people. The lack of friendship in this case was the issue of why money didn't come in. Now, it doesn't mean that it's always that the reason for you not having the success you want. Taking responsibility is the words that changing your business. When you say, no, it's my fault the business doesn't work. When you say, that's what I did wrong, or that's what I didn't do good enough for the business not to work, now you have a chance to change it. If you don't even know what went wrong, and you not even take the responsibility for what's gone wrong, what happened is you cannot change it because it's not in your control. It's like in the old days we used to play video game and we didn't even know what we were doing, so we're pressing everything. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. When you lose, you don't even know why you lose because you can't take responsibility for what just happened. You can blame the machine, you can blame yourself, you can blame the others. Or when you win, you don't even know why you win because you just press everything and you're guessing. Once you know what you were doing, those players always come and they know they press on the red and then the green, they move, they stick to the left and then to the top. They always know the move and it was always a win for them. They always win. But it's not just random win. They took full responsibility to study that game and to win. That was their goal. They were obsessed with that video game. And that's what they want. I'm not telling you that their life was good. I'm just telling you that they won that video game. You have a video game in your life, that's your business. That's your love life, that's your health. You want to win it, take responsibility, and it's up to you. If you don't take responsibility that it's up to you, what will end up happening that you will always feel that the universe cheated you, that the universe took advantage of you, and things went wrong. So I just hope that from now on, you work on that. And remember one thing that 3 billionaires told me. People don't buy your product. People buy you. Meaning, if you try to sell a product, it's very nice. But what is it that you, as a human being, try to overcome, try to take responsibility for? They see that. And when they see that, they want to make a business with you. But if all what they see is just the item, it's too cold. They need to see you. You know, people join me not only because of my lecture, not only because of my speech, not only because of the product I sell. They join me because they know me. When somebody meets with me, they know me. There is transparency. We talk about things. I had a gentleman today who came to talk to me about his business. So he want to make $1 million by next year. It's a nice goal. I asked him how he planned to do that. What is it true to do? So he told me about the dream that you want to do this and that and that. And I tell him, you know, when you talk about $1 million, you're not excited. When you talk about how you're going to do it, you're super excited. Why is that? And he said, because I really love doing that. I say to him something that you might agree, you might disagree. So if you're too busy loving the style of what you're doing, you will never accomplish the goal that you set up for yourself. If your goal is just to cut vegetables and you don't want to make money out of it, no problem. Then you're cutting vegetables make you happy. But if your goal by cutting vegetables you want to make $1 million, we have to find a way how achieving that goal of $1 million will be through cutting the vegetables. And for that, you have to make yourself better, because people will not buy your salad or your land or your house or whatever you make as a product. People want to know who you are. And that's the most important thing. And that's why a person has to make himself better. Till lecture number 3, I hope you listen to this lecture 3 times at least to get all the point there. And God bless you. See you soon.